Okay. I have to ask you something.
Okay.
Am I the asshole?
What'd you do? Welcome to another episode of This Stays Between Us. This is Chrystal.
And I'm Rissa.
Wait, I promise. Yes. I didn't start this rumor. I'm just spreading it.
Hey, we love the tea. Welcome to our inner circle. Okay. This is the situation.
A real situation?
What?
A real situation that you're dealing with?
Yes. Well, I'm not dealing with.
You dealt with.
It happened. It is in the past. The recent past, but the past.
I'm gonna guess you were the asshole. You're trying to distance yourself.
Okay. So this is what happened.
Tell me.
I was in class. I have to take an English class. I won't get into that. But I'm in an English class, and there's a lot of people in this class, and it's for foreigners. It's a lot of foreigners in this class taking a class. In this class.
I'm gonna start taking shots of water.
Anyway, so there's a lot of people I don't know. Most of the people I don't know. There's like only a few people there that I know, that I talk to. But I had my laptop out. I had like my AirPods. I was on my phone. And this girl comes up to me. She sits next to me and she's like, "Hey, I have a really important call to take. Can I use your AirPods?" And I was like, "No." And she was just like, "Oh, it's really quick." And I was like, "No." And then she walked away.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there like, I feel really bad.
Yeah. Is this like a germaphobe thing?
Well, it just everything thing. It just like, it's one of those things that like, I feel like I'm very much a people pleaser though, you know? And so like everything inside of me is just squirming, and it's like, I want to give you what you want.
Yeah. But just to get you to stop talking to me. Yeah. And so you still like me.
Yeah. I want to be left alone.
But I want to be liked so badly.
I want you to like me from a distance. I want you to tell your friends that I'm cool. Anyway, so it was just like, it actually took everything inside of me to just be like,
yeah,
no, like, I don't, and I kind of went around it a little bit. I was like, can't you just like take the phone call like outside?
Yeah. And
she was just like,
she was definitely in your class. She wasn't some rando that just popped in.
Yeah, she's in my class, but it's like,
she wasn't like trying to steal it. It was just
well, maybe, I don't know.
You just have to sit next to each other the next day. You'd be staring at her the whole time like, yeah. I need to take an important phone call now.
Oh my gosh, but it's like, yeah, she walked away. I was actually very proud of myself that I said no, because I feel like in most of the time I'll say yes to a situation I'm like very, like, I'm not comfortable with, but just because I have such a hard time saying no, you know? So the fact that I said no, I was very proud of. But did I think about that for the rest of the day? And I was like, was I really rude? Like, was that horrible that I did that? Yes, I did. I did do that.
I don't think you're the asshole. I don't know. You're entitled to that, right? It's your thing. Yeah. You can say no. And this is the thing I have an issue with. If someone's asking you a question, they have to be willing to hear the answer, you know?
Yes.
That's the frustrating part for me, like when people ask you and then you say, no. Yeah. And then they insist. And it's like, I already gave you an answer to your question.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're insisting, like you're trying to make me uncomfortable so I comply.
Yeah.
I don't love that.
Yeah. I know. And is it weird to ask somebody for their AirPods? Or is that like I
think so. I mean, not everyone cleans their ear. Yeah. I feel like that would be like germophobic for me. I mean, have you ever had someone give you their AirPod, like, listen to the song with me, and there's like
100%. I was honestly more like, it was like a reverse germophobic thing. It was like these have been in my ears. Like,
yeah, you don't want to have to clean it before you give it.
I don't feel comfortable for you to like, like, I'm protecting you.
Sounds like it's a rough situation.
Let me clean them first, please.
24 hours notice. Yeah. What do you mean?
Can you borrow them tomorrow? Can I buy you new ones?
Can this call wait? Come on. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I get that. I don't know. I would feel uncomfortable too.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was just like such a moment too, just being like, oh my gosh, like I thought of that for so long afterwards that I was like, I have that hard of a time setting a boundary sometimes. It's like, wow. And it's with a stranger, you know? Mm-hmm. It just, sometimes it makes you think like, maybe I need to work on myself. You know?
Maybe I'm the problem.
Maybe I am the asshole in a whole other kind of way.
I saw this thing the other day. I forget her name. Mel Gibbons? Is that her name? The Just Let Them writer. Have you read that or seen her on podcasts? She has this theory of like, you know, what if they're upset with me? And it's like, let them.
Mel Robbins?
Isn't that her name? Mel Gibbons? Mel Robbins? Might be Mel Robbins.
Yeah.
Whatever. I really like her. Yeah. This wasn't disrespectful. I just am really bad with names.
Yeah. It's like killing me because I know who you're talking about, but is it?
Google is free.
Yeah.
It might be Mel. Yeah.
No, look, Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson. No, that's.
Maybe that's who I was thinking of. Mel Robbins. You're right. I was thinking of Mel. Whatever. We'll cut that out.
Completely.
Full grown man.
Yeah. That's what we searched for.
This is why we're gonna get sued for something. Anyway, Robbins.
Mel Robbins, allegedly.
Let them say my name wrong. But she said something about boundaries recently that popped up on my feed, and I thought it was interesting. And she said that boundaries sometimes, I don't know how it would apply to your situation, but in general, it's kind of interesting.
Well, I think it's just like, I feel like it's always like something worth talking about, you know? Yeah. It's like boundary setting.
But she said that boundaries are not always for other people, they're for yourself.
Yeah.
So instead of trying to control other people's behavior and try to like impose certain things on them, you kind of set it for yourself that like, I'm going to distance myself. I'm going to do this if you do that without necessarily communicating that, which I thought was interesting because the thought of communicating certain things to people make me really uncomfortable.
Yeah. Like
having to say like no to somebody. I've had several situations in the last few years, especially after having kids where you just have to say no to people and that can be hard, but
it really is. And I wonder, it's so uncomfortable and I wonder why. Some people have such an easy time with it. And I'm like, I kind of really respect that, you know?
I know. I don't know. I feel like we were built to be people pleasers, though, especially as women.
Yeah.
Just not cause a situation.
Yeah.
Take the high road.
Don't cause a scene. Which is, okay, actually, you know when people say, like, oh, just, like, protect the peace, like...
Whose peace?
How do you feel about that? I was listening to a podcast the other day. Can't tell you which one it was. Shoot. But they were talking about different situations and how people in these situations were always like, oh, you should just protect the peace. And so that I kept hearing that phrase and I was like, that just kind of irks me a little bit when people use that as like a like you should let them do whatever they want so that you protect the peace. I just
enable them and then torture yourself. Make sure you're uncomfortable. So someone else is comfortable.
Yes. It's like it's enabling and it's I don't know. Probably time and a place where like you can protect the peace in certain situations. Yeah. But like I don't know. The phrase sometimes just bothers me because it's like what peace?
Yeah, I feel like protect the peace is the wrong idea. I think protect your peace is important. And and I don't know. I feel like there's truth to picking your battles. Yes. Like if you, I don't know, especially with certain people in our lives, like sometimes you can't cut everyone off, you know? Right. Like some people are just going to be a part of your life one way or another. And so you just kind of have to control, you know, the smaller things. You got to let them go. Otherwise, you're just going to be stressed out all the time and just pissed off a lot. But I think it's important, like if something is important to you that you're setting those boundaries and making sure that you're not, I don't know. I had a situation with like family, and someone told me don't set yourself on fire to keep other people warm.
No.
And I kind of took that, and there's a couple ones that I thought were interesting that people told me. That was one of them, and the other one was, I don't know how much it applies to the situation, but it was a burnt bridge is still burnt. It's just not on fire anymore.
Yeah. So
some relationships you can cut off without like keeping the fire on, and the ones that you have to keep, just kind of be mindful of that. But yeah, I'm a fan of protecting your peace. I had a conversation with my brother, and he thought that was kind of a dumb idea. He was like, that's so hippie or whatever. He was kind of fighting me on it. And I'm like, I'm not saying I'm going to completely isolate myself from the world, but like certain relationships, like if they treat you like crap, sometimes it's not worth it. Like, just going to walk away. Like, because if you're letting them treat you that way or whatever, I don't know. I feel like you're enabling them.
Yeah. And like, you have to find a way to do that where it's appropriate, right? Given the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like,
it's true.
Yeah, no, but I actually really do like that of like, you got to protect your peace. And if protecting the peace means that you have to cross a boundary of yours, or if you have to let people walk all over you, or you have to let things happen in a way that you're not comfortable with, that's not really protecting the peace. It's like, it's brushing things under the rug and like trying to avoid confrontation almost, you know? It's like, I don't know if that really helps anything in the long run.
Yeah, I agree. It's interesting, right? It's like kind of a balance, because there's certain situations too where like you have to put your head down, even though it's annoying, like work situations or different things. Not for everything, not when it's inappropriate or whatever, but to certain degrees, like you have to maintain some professional relationships, or in other, sometimes with family that like, you know, that you have to run into. You have to kind of put your head down, but you have to determine where the line is for that. Yeah,
it just goes back to kind of what you were saying, like pick your battles, right? Be wise in the way that you do that. But if something is like bothering you and like you're talking about it and somebody advises you, like just protect the peace. Like that, to me, just like
say F you.
Yeah.
Say I'm gonna go lower.
Yeah. I'm gonna cause war.
There's a lower road, that's the one I'm taking. Paving a new one. Just to cause trouble.
And it's even lower than you thought it was.
That's tea.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess I have some too. I won't disclose too much, but I had some people come to my door knocking, offering something. You know how they do like summer sales and religion and different things.
They were soliciting,
which that pisses me off to a whole nother world.
I do have empathy for solicitors because I have been one in the past.
I like you a little less. Wait, for what?
Sales.
When?
It was a dark time in my life.
I missed a few chapters.
It was one day.
Okay, that makes it a little better. Thought it was gonna be like a summer.
Okay, fine, 2 days. But it's very like.
What were you selling?
There was one time I tried selling solar, and there was another day
tell me about this.
That I tried selling like roofs.
Hold on, we might have to pause a little bit. There might be crying in the background. Did you say roofs?
Yeah. It was like
that, like
roof.
I don't know how to pause. We're just gonna keep going.
It was like roof construction or something. It was like
you didn't even know what you were selling.
Yeah, I don't.
We have a product.
It was,
you need it.
I had a pitch, and I stuck to it.
But the pitch was really the pitch of my cry.
If they asked any questions, I would just say, "I'm sorry, I wasted your time," and back away slowly. I don't know what I'm doing here, guys.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Well, I do hate soliciting. I don't know.
No, it is.
I feel like that's the biggest form of disrespect, and that's an exaggeration, but it pisses me off because I work from home.
Yeah.
And like people will knock, and then I'll go, and then my first mistake, opening the door, which is a problem.
You have a Ring camera, don't you?
I have like a Google one, and we have like the little, I don't know what it's called, the little screen or whatever for it, but it's really quiet. I tried to connect it to the actual like, what is it called, the chime or whatever of the house. I think I fried it. I think I messed it up.
Oh.
So,
well, doesn't it like connect to your phone? Like you can see the people?
But yeah, and I mean sometimes I'm like working, and so I don't check my phone. I just see that someone's knocking, and I'm just like, I don't know if it's a package and stuff gets stolen sometimes, so I just want to go get it. Yeah. Or sometimes it's my mom that's just like coming over to like hang out with the kids or something.
Yeah.
And I should check it more often. But sometimes I'll open it and then there's someone and I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. I'm actually working. Like, I can't talk right now. And they'll be like, but wait a minute. And they'll like keep trying.
Yeah.
I wish, this is probably illegal. I wish I had like a paintball gun so I could just be like, I don't want to kill them.
They're just doing their job. They're just the working people.
It's like, give me your boss's number. I'll call him and tell him you did wonderful. I'll convince him to give you a promotion. But you have to leave right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just pisses me off. Especially because they won't take no for an answer. And it's like, it's already so uncomfortable for me to say no.
Yeah.
Like, I do not want to take your pamphlet. It's going to end up in the garbage.
They know that. That's why they push.
I know, and but it's like, annoying.
I will stay here until you buy my product. I will make you uncomfortable.
And I feel like that's maybe
the worst part. It's a good way to practice your boundary setting.
I guess, but that's the thing that I don't like, too. It's like the unspoken, like, you see I'm uncomfortable, or like, my child is screaming in the background. Mm-hmm. And you're looking at me like saying your little pitch like your eyes are dead and so is your soul. And I'm saying no thank you and you won't go.
I feel judged.
Oh my gosh. You did it for a day, it's fine.
It's my whole personality.
Anyway, I don't hate you. It's just frustrating, especially when they insist and they're like,
no,
some of them are like, what's your phone number? And I have to be like, I don't have one. Oh, I'll give it to you later.
What's a phone number? Yeah. No,
if it's meant to be, you'll guess it.
Yeah.
Just gonna pull a Ross.
I know how hard it can be on the side of like the solicitor.
So you feel bad.
But I also like know what it's like to be the one that's trying to close the door. You know, it's like I don't want to talk right now.
Yeah. You know what I want to try? This is so bad. But I want to open the door sometime and just pretend I don't see them. Like, just be like, just really disturb them for the rest of the day.
For you to do that and just...
I'll keep it on the camera.
Hello, ma'am. You're just like
you're crazy. Like,
yeah.
Close.
They're like, how are you? What? What?
Or just say something off the wall, like the voice is starting again. Just like, because I don't have a peephole. Like, if I don't look at the camera app, whatever the freak.
Yeah.
I can't tell who's out there.
You should, one time, you should just open the door and just be like, not you again. Just close it.
I got a restraining order. Call the cops. I might.
They would never knock on your door again.
I'm actually excited for them to knock now. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, please come solicit.
I know.
Oh my gosh, I had to be a fly on the wall.
It kills me.
Oh, that'd be so good.
I just also want to be prepared for social interactions. I feel like it's like the anxiety in me.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Out of nowhere interactions, I'm like, I'm not ready for you today.
You're like, I need caffeine before I talk to people.
I need chocolate or something.
Yeah.
A hug, but not yours.
Yeah.
Like, something.
I need like 10 deep breaths before I start a conversation. I thought I was just picking up a package.
It's like, at least let me take my beta blocker for the day. Are you kidding? Get out. I have to practice this interaction 10 times in the shower. Like, what do you mean?
I'll be ready tomorrow. Come back tomorrow.
For real. I had This is maybe mean to share, but it's fine.
Whenever a story starts like that, you know it's gonna be good.
Like, the walls are pretty thin here, and so I guess a neighbor stopped by like around Christmas time. It was really nice. They were trying to drop off cookies. Sweet people. Anyway, but they knocked, and I was not ready. Like, my hair wasn't done. I don't think I was wearing a bra, or, like, it was a mess. And I'm, like, trying to, like, get the kids situated. Like, one of them was screaming, freaking out about something. Like, they wanted 4 pieces of cheese, and I give them 3 or something. I don't know.
And one was broken.
I know. It's a problem. And I heard them outside, and I'm sure they could hear us because he was screaming, and I'm like, no, right now. Whatever. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so they left eventually. They knocked for too long and waited for too long, but left. And they come back later. And I thought it was a package. So I open it. I had a problem. But I look at the mess. And the kids, like, there's cookies on the floor. It looked like a war in there. Yes. We're just eating dinner. Miss Rachel's playing on the TV. And, like,
things are happening.
Criminal Minds is playing on, like, phones on the table.
Miss Rachel and Criminal Minds.
Something for mom and dad, something for the kids.
Which one for which, we don't know.
This is a joke, but I feel like I hate Miss Rachel, who's watching crime while she's playing in the background. Gives me peace. I'm not going to do anything, but I feel like I need a hit of something else. She's so annoying. My kids love her, and, like,
that's hilarious.
Gosh for her.
You just need to, like, pay attention to something else.
Yeah, anyway. But yeah, they were like, oh, and we'd love to meet your husband. And so I just opened the door further so they can see the dining table. I'm like, he's right there. And we were like, okay, thanks for the cookies. I was trying to be nice. I wasn't being rude, but it was just like...
No, yeah, sometimes the people just catch you at a bad time.
Like, we're a mess. And they're like, I hope we never see you again, because see in their face. They're like, we're sorry we knocked.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was fine. They seemed really nice, but it was just a mess, and we looked probably like hoarders, disgusting people. There was like snacks everywhere. I don't know.
Hey, sometimes chaos happens, you know.
You know, and sometimes it's daily.
And sometimes it never stops.
I know. I swear I've always been really like clean and like organized and all the things. But you organize, and like 2 seconds later, the kids get into everything everywhere, and then you realize how many things you own or things you have around the house, and then they're all on the floor, and it's like, and then someone knocks, and you're like, no!
Perfect timing.
I know. I was just rocking in the corner back and forth. Thank you for showing up at this hour.
And then someone trying to sell you a roof, and you're like, I live in an apartment.
I rent. Do you think I can afford a home in this economy? You ruined my day.
Oh, that's so too funny.
I want to tell you a story, though, since we're renting, and it just popped into my brain.
Okay.
Did I tell you how I thought someone was living in our attic? I was convinced.
What?
No one's up there. We were able to check by having someone else check for us, but not really. Indirectly.
We checked by having someone else check.
And he came down and he survived. So there's no one up there. But we moved in, and some people helped us, like, and my sister came and brought my nieces and stuff. But once we were putting the boxes away, I was sitting on the couch, and I saw, like, we have a balcony, and there's, like, the balcony door is glass. And welcome home was written on it. Creepy.
Spooky.
And
for somebody who reads a lot of thrillers, like, this is...
I know, it's a problem.
This
is
like, how it starts.
I know better than to not move right now. Yeah. And then, well, we live on the 3rd floor, and the attic is right, like, above us. And the little hole door to it is in my closet. Anyway, and then I was in my room a week later. The door was, like, half open, and then it just, like, slammed shut out of nowhere.
Oh, scary.
And then, nothing wrong with my child. From what I understand, this is a phase. But sometimes we'd walk around, like, walk past his room at night, and he was laughing. And I'm like... No.
It's like what they say, like... Oh, never mind. This doesn't pertain to this. I was gonna say...
It's like what they say. It's not gonna help you, but I just thought I'd mention it.
But I want to talk too. So
what were you gonna say that I cannot say?
I know. It's like, phrase. There's like nothing. There's nothing sweeter than there's no.
It's going good. Keep going.
Yeah. There's no better sound than a child's laughter.
Oh, it depends on the time of the night.
And then I was gonna say, and then it's like, unless you don't have kids, it's like the worst. You're like, where's that coming
I definitely gave birth to him.
That's what
I have stitches.
I was like, wait, okay, never mind. This doesn't pertain.
Met him too.
This doesn't match the vibe.
He's 3. I just want to give more details so I don't look insane.
I've never met him.
Can you imagine? That's a good story. We should write a book.
No, she does have a child, guys.
Anyway, it was really creepy. And all of these like little things kept happening. And I told Josh and he was like, it's not a thing. And I'm like, it is. And then every now and again there were like weird noises and stuff. So I got freaked out. We've been here for a little over a year. And then this guy came to fix the bathroom fan because it broke. And that was the other thing. I was up. I don't know. It sounded really weird. I'll show you. You turn on the fan. It's still broken. You turn on the fan for the bathroom and it sounds like something's like happening. It's terrifying. Yeah. It's really loud. So we told maintenance people, they brought someone out and he climbed up there. And I went and told Josh, like, there's someone up there. Like, he's up there. So if there's someone else up there, we're either going to hear a fight.
We're going to find out.
He's not going to come down. Or something's going to happen. And he did come down. And he didn't say anything. So maybe either they're friends or there's no one there.
Or maybe he's the one that lives there. Plot twist.
All right, you just ruined my night.
He is the attic dweller.
The case was closed. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. Anyway, he's gonna have to come back.
I
think it's the Netflix sound. Ba-boom.
Yeah.
Close.
I'll get it next time.
You know, that's fine.
Okay. And anything else?
No. We could save it for next time.
All right. This stays between us.
Bye.